Execration.
How many were that?
7,700.
That is not bad, actually. It's good currency.
I'm just, you know, trying to win some channel points. I heard I could redeem them later in the season for something good. Some little army men, like the arcade.
It's probably a lie, but, you know, it's not that hard to fool you.
No, it's not.
You're a believer. I like that. You trust, you know. Sometimes it's a bit too easily, but, you know, it's both a strength and a weakness.
Definitely. Yeah. Good boundless strike on both Rapido as well as BDZ.
I'm taking a lot of return damage, though, from the God's Rebuke and the Lightning.
I kind of like that combo. We usually see, like, Mars Rubik, one of those, like, big duos. We've seen a lot of combos with Mars, but Shadow Shaman and Mars seems like something that you could have a lot of control with. Make it easy to land the spear. If you've got Shackles, Ether Shock, and they're already going in on a Raven. He's got Boundless Strike to throw. Gets near the tower enough to make sure that, well, he doesn't end up dead. Rapido, though, run down by this Clockwork. Now the Shackles come in. Yaoi over top is killed off by the Timber, who falls to the tower afterwards.
He did not skill any level in armor, which might backfire, because level 3 he's still going to be weak. He needs level 4 now and then level 5. Interesting skill build to get the first blood.
Is it worth first blood?
Yeah, it looks like it's worth it at first glance, but we'll see how the lane goes. They can really bully him now. Brewmaster is almost level 3. Level 2 Cinder Brew is going to be a lot of damage. Level 2 Clap even.
I wonder how they maybe can change their fortunes in that top lane. It seems a little bit tough. Maybe catch jabs out of position if they don't want to just focus the Timber, get ahead a little bit.
Well, that's the thing. Now they can't focus the Timber simply because he doesn't have the armor levels. So he's going to be weak until level 4, but this Phoenix is very strong now. Level 3, level 2 Fire Spirits. He can single-handedly just zone both heroes as soon as those Fire Spirits come off cooldown. Just do so much damage. You can see the Brewmaster is just burning. Yeah, it's fine.
32 health, has a salve, he'll pop that immediately. I wonder if they then, now that they've pushed this Phoenix out with an Icarus dive, go after the Timber Saw now.
Definitely a possibility, but this lane is only going to get harder for Dire. So at some point, this Brewmaster won't be able to really lane there anymore. He'll probably have to go rotate bottom, the Troll will have to rotate to the jungle, and the Timber will just be left to his own devices. Yes. See mid lane, a lot of pressure on the Void Spirit.
That's to be expected, right? With the way this matchup goes.
And as the levels go higher, it just gets harder for the Void Spirit. Good
Shackle.
Spear.
That'll be lined up with the Spear. They have the damage, though. Cogs and then the Ether Shock. BDZ getting the kill there on a DJ. Now the Icarus dive away from jabs. Doesn't actually get him to the low ground. Timber chain over, and Yaoi is quite low, so you don't want to keep chasing when all of a sudden a Timber can get in your face. He is 1-1-1 now on that Timber.
Yeah, no healing salve on him though, so he can't CS for at least a little while. There should be one coming on the Courier. But it's a big win for Radiant, I'd say. Just free farm Timber, the lane is still in his favor. Yeah, it's gonna be, as I said, it's going to just be tough to win the lanes and get out of the lanes, okay.
What's considered okay?
I mean, if you get level 5 on Troll, you're probably going to be pretty happy because it's got jungle. But I can't see a hero that will defend the top lane against this Timber Saw. Like, once he's level 5, 6 and pressures the top tower, I can't really see any hero that can stand there. Like, Mars can't, Void Spirit can't, Troll can't. Yeah, so we'll see what he can do there. Level 4 now, level 2 armor. There's really no way you can pressure this guy anymore. Oh, the Phoenix is tanking a lot of damage here, though.
It's hard to kill the Phoenix, though. They need to get right up in his face, and putting the commitment on the Phoenix means Timber might have a chance to retaliate. Promo Spring down, and the bounty's picked up by BDZ. He's inside the cogs. They have the spear out for a second. Boundless Strike hits onto BDZ. And one shot afterwards to take this Shadow Shaman's life.
Yeah, power of Monkey King. Suddenly one of the strongest. Before he was already really strong, but then they gave him like 2 consecutive armor buffs, which brought him all the way up to like 6. Before they had like 1. It's a brutally strong laner now. And level 3 Troll, you can see he's really struggling. Timber's on his way to 5 already. It's not going to get easier for him.
Not looking that easy. It's looking like he might have to retreat into the jungle and really look to make something else work. This is a Timber in pretty deep. We'll see if any rotation comes in to maybe put this on its head. And, well, I mean, he's just throwing right clicks and they're not doing anything, really.
Yep, they're healing him more than they damage him. Yeah, Timber is a, of course we all know, he's a terror.
Ooh, Moon's up here.
Yeah, so wants to get the tower with the Exorcism.
They brought the Void Spirit in. He's got double damage. He'll pop it, and now there's the Astral Step. The Saros is dead very quickly. But this is now fighting into the Exorcism, which is the problem. You've used both your Astral Steps. Ken in a lot of trouble. Not a lot of mana to work with. Has the bottle, but chasing after the tier 1. And one more shot will do it. Ken, he got the kill onto the Timber, but Moon's in too far. And even though the Exorcism's going, he'll end up dead. That's actually a big positive for Execration when you think about it, because that Exorcism was used for a kill, and that will keep the tier 1 tower mid up, where sometimes you expect these Death Prophets to put the pressure on the towers early on with that first Exorcism. I think that works out really fortunately for them.
Definitely. The only positive to take away from that is that they rotated 4 heroes up top. But yeah, it's literally the only positive. Like, you lost 2 of your cores, your Exorcism, which is the big pressure tool, is on cooldown now. And they just overstayed their welcome a little bit. DP probably thought he's a lot stronger than he really is. Especially because he maxed Wave rather than the Siphon. Which is good if you want to just be efficient and farm, you know. But for these skirmishes, your Siphon is a lot stronger.
Crypt Swarm, max level, just well, not doing enough there to get those other kills. End up losing your life.
Troll is slowly catching back up.
Especially with those
level
kills.
6 now, yep.
Yeah.
Close to level 6. So he'll be able to stand his ground a little bit better.
So he's going for the Maelstrom. We've seen this kind of shift over from Battle Fury Ags Trolls to mainly what we've been seeing so far is the Maelstrom.
Yeah.
But not always the Ags, though. That part of the equation has kind of fallen out of favor.
Yeah, Axe really is only for a utility troll, unless there's really a lot of bordering things, like hold that thought.
Ooh, Shackles coming through. They've got the arena, but do they have the damage to get the kill on a Moon? They've taken out jabs already. They'll continue to chase and look for the Death Prophet. As Clockwork got away, they don't take out Moon, and DJ able to salve up. That almost looked really bad. I believe somebody tanked the spear that was being thrown at the Death Prophet, so that didn't come all the way across and hit Moon.
I believe it hit the Phoenix, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, 5-man rotation for 1 Phoenix kill, definitely not worth it.
If that had turned into 2 or 3, that would have been enough, but yeah, a large rotation for not large results. Primal Spring, God's Rebuke, Mars in trouble, Spear pushes back the Monkey King, Battery Assault, and the Balance Strike. Raven, he will get that kill while the tower top is down.
Yeah, now it's the problem that you have too many problems. This Monkey King can easily bull the Mars and the Troll. Same with Timbersaw. Who can stand up against him at this point? No one. They will need a vessel quickly on the Spirit, on the Void Spirit. And now DP ult is off cooldown again. He'll just need to get some more mana. And then it's go time again. I assume he's just going to rotate middle with the Timbersaw, try to siege that tower together with the DP, and then suddenly the whole jungle is accessible for the Radiant side very easily.
So this is stacking problems, and you can see the 3 heroes topping the net worth are all Fnatic.
Yep. And it's not like the late game is weak either, you know. They have a very, very solid all-around draft. I'm very happy with how they approach this game. Monkey King actually going for the Battle Fury. Not the biggest fan personally. I'm a Maelstrom guy. Because it's just better with your Aghanims that you will get eventually. Just the Maelstrom procs do much more than the Battle Fury proc, obviously. But everyone has their own preference. Good smoke in.
Yeah, Moon, it's the arena just on the edge. I thought it wasn't going to be close, but Moon gets caught just on the edge of that arena. And that's a good kill to get, because you were talking about it. Exorcism available. You don't want to allow that pressure to go onto the tower, and this stops it, and now even turns it the other way with the Serpent Wards committed.
Yep. He will be up in 10 seconds, so they have to be careful here.
Aether Remnant, Spear. These right clicks from these Serpent Wards aren't really doing enough to the Timber, but they do end up pushing back and surviving.
The wards did practically nothing. Took like 100 health off the tower, I believe. Not worth it. Now DP back with ult. Timbersaw is here as well as the Monkey King. They just want to siege the tower. And as we said, just get access to the triangle, enemy jungle.
They have Primal Split. There's the glyph. Hook shot misses.
Off the mark, yeah.
Cinderbrew hits a couple heroes. Astral Step hits all three. Now they've got the Aether Remnant on the moon. They hit the spear and they get the kill. That means Exorcism is gone. Rapido, though, he falls. This egg, is it going to get off? Yes! Yoey, Ken, both drop. Down goes RR, and it's a full team wipe for Fnatic on a fight that looked like it was going poor initially, but the Supernova goes off and turns it all around.
Yeah, it's really tough to fight in this Radiant lineup. I mean, they went all in on the DP, but they have so many ways to protect the egg. They have the Clockwork, they have the Timbersaw there, they have the Monkey King in the arena, or like rather the ring. And it's just so difficult for the Fnatic team to fight because they're missing their biggest teamfight spell, the arena. You see it here, they go all in on the DP. DP ends up dying, but the rest, not at all. Spirits on 3 heroes, egg in the middle of everyone, and they have to hit the egg inside of the Wukong's ring.
Yeah.
It's just too much damage. Even if the egg ends up getting destroyed, they will still get team wiped here.
So the combo hits from Fnatic, and that puts them right back up 4K. Yep. It was close. They were closing the gap, 1K difference. Execration looking like they were pulling this game back, but that is exactly the team fight you need from Fnatic to extend that lead and really secure yourself to this mid game.
Yeah. So the problem now is that Monkey King almost has his Battle Fury completed, whereas the Troll is still struggling to get his Maelstrom.
Yeah.
And we have seen the story countless times. Like if the carry just gets too big, you know, he's just going to take over the game. You can't kill him anymore. Too much health, too much armor to work with. And it's not only him. The Timbersaw, the DP, they're all very, very huge. Another smoke in here. Shackle, Water Trap.
Yeah, Moon getting caught, getting killed, and Ken gets credit for that one. They've got the cogs around this Clockwork. Or, well, he's cogged himself. But they don't get the kill. They actually take out DJ's Courier, though, so a little bit more gold going their way if they can't get that kill.
Yep. Not all that shabby. They don't have Rasta Ward for the mid tower now, though. So it's probably going to be another defense from the Fnatic team. DP up to 10.
They don't really do a lot of damage to the tower, right?
Yep. Timbersaw just TP's in, and they're all back off. They don't have enough damage to take him down at all. Yeah.
Where does that change? Where does like that ability to take these objectives change? Is it just a lot of time that you're waiting for the troll to be able to eventually get some space to get through these towers?
They're lacking damage. And the problem is Void Spirit is not building into damage. I thought he was going to go Vessel, but instead he's going for Yules, which is just a very defensive tool. Nice TP out. That probably means they're just giving up the bot tower, trading for the tier 2 top, which is...
That's not a trade you want to make.
Quick. Definitely not. Nice hook shot.
This is in a little bit of no man's land. Spear hits onto the Timber, but now can you get out of the cogs and run as the Chakram's right on top of you? Shackle, Timber Chain looking for Rapido. BDZ on the run with the Hex onto Basaros.
Good save.
They got the save. They got this Mars out. But now Raven, he takes the tier 2 tower. He's got the Battle Fury secured. And this is the ability to take outposts pre-15.
Yeah, usually we see like pre-20 is pretty impressive, but a minute 14 tier 2 tower is absolutely massive. Without DP ult even used. He went Travels first. Okay, very interesting item build on him.
It's, Exorcism really hasn't
done anything.
Taken a tower, yeah.
Now, so the problem also is, I don't know why he went Travels on DP. I feel like you need some defensive tool, They're always focusing you. And you still itemize very greedily. You already have a Battle Fury. Might backfire a little bit because this net worth advantage is a little bit deceiving now. Because Travels does nothing in a fight, really. If they initiate on you, you just get blown up.
This Monkey King pulling very far ahead.
Yeah.
8,100 net worth. Yoey trying to catch up, do something with now having this Maelstrom. But the build-up just seems like it's going to take a while before they can really even have the chance to catch up to this Monkey King.
Yeah, he needs a BKB next. And it's actually the Brewmaster that has queued up the Vessel, which will probably... I don't think we'll see it this game, to be honest. There's no way he can accumulate that much money. Yeah.
He's only got 2,000 net worth.
Yeah, it's pretty poor, yeah. And it's just going to get harder to fight into this Radiant lineup, too. Like, as the ring, as he gets more damage items, the ring becomes more dangerous. DP with higher levels is obviously more dangerous as well. Same with the egg.
Yeah, they were already unable to take out level 1 egg. soon it'll be level 2 egg, and the struggles get harder.
Definitely. Like, XP is a very big deal this game because all their ult scales so massively with levels. And they're honestly like not super strong in the early game, but they've made it work. They won pretty much every team that they've been part of. Good job to Fnatic. Very good team play. Very good display.
It has been displayed pretty perfectly. The Hex is used onto the Clockwork, but they do have the Monkey King nearby. The question is, does he want to commit to turn this around? The damage coming out of DJ is more than enough, and now they've got the Primal Split. They're going for the Monkey King, the Sunray on top of Ken. Serpent Wards as well as the Arena. Is it enough? Oh, the Spear pushes him out of the Arena. He was just on the edge. Raven getting low. There's the Sun from the Earth Panda. They get the kill on a Raven, but the Exorcism was used by Moon. He's over on the side. They've got the Shackles onto the Phoenix, but fighting into the Exorcism was a little bit dangerous. The Egg was popped. He's surrounded by the Dire side. They get the kill on the Jabs. They'll lose RR. Exorcism still going. Moon at about full health. Yoey needs to get out of here. He'll TP away. Masaros loses his Yules on the Courier, and Rapido needs to run. Chakram thrown forward, Exorcism still going, Crypt Swarm hits, triple kill for Moon. This time, Execration, they focus. The Monkey King, they get the kill there, but it allows Moon to fight with Exorcism for the full duration.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you focus Monkey King with everything you have, DP is going to destroy you. If you focus DP, then Monkey King is the same problem. We see here the initiation is very good. Raven is very hesitant, like he's hesitating a lot. He's hitting a creep, going back in, out. If you want to commit, you know, put the ring down, fight in the ring. Because what ends up happening is he basically does nothing in this fight, and it has to be the DP, Phoenix, and the Timbersaw that carry this fight.
I think he was maybe hesitant on whether or not his team was going to join him, if they were just going to let the Clockwork die or not.
Yeah. But, you know, if he put down the Wukongs, I actually don't think he even dies there. With all the bonus armor, he will deal a lot of damage in return. But what ended up happening is just that he, you know, he tanked for his team, which I guess isn't terrible. So the DP can come in from the back line and just absolutely massacre them.
I wonder if that was also due to the fact that maybe he thought he was going to get speared into the arena. They've got the Hex, they have the Aether Remnant, the land, the Spear. Phoenix killed quickly. Masaro's moving forward. Cogs around RR. He'll die too, so 1 for 1. Timberchain onto the high ground. Chakram hitting BDZ, as well as the Whirling Death. The arena's down, but they get the kill onto the Shadow Shaman. This is now an arena to leave. Spear hits, and I believe bounces off the wall. At least that's what it looked like. Rapido trying to get out, but the Boundless Strike lands, and this should be a dead Mars.
Possibly.
Timberchain left and right. Chakram, Crypt Swarm, and the finish.
Nice. Both teams smoking up without their ults. Interesting fight. Like, they were both just really weak, but of course, if you're 8k up with a head, you're just going to take this fight pretty handily. As I said, they have no way to deal with the Timber at all.
Yeah.
And Exorcism for Roshan. Very good call. Getting that Aegis on the Monkey King. And you have so many problems now. You can't kill DP, you can't kill Monkey, you can't kill Timber. Even Clock and Phoenix are tough kills. Like, they're very tanky for support.
Oh, they're trying to make a jump. Can Aether Remnant, Timberchain, that puts, or that was actually the hookshot, sorry. Hookshot brings him onto the high ground. Now the Timberchain from Masaros. Roche getting low, Aegis in the hands of Raven. It looked like he wanted to make the Astral Step attempt. Yules, RR on the run, Boundless Strike, dead before he could get the Primal Split off. What I was going to say is it almost feels like this game is deceivingly 9K. Like, then the lead is 9K. Because at times it feels much more, but at other times it feels a lot closer. But the net worth really hasn't shifted too much.
Yeah, it depends on, like, who's taking the fight on whose term. Like, if Radiant gets it on their term, you know, they're absolutely going to crush it. The Dire has to be a little bit more smart about it, you know. They need to get a good Primal Spring off, a good Hex initiation with Shadow Shaman, simply because they're lacking the teamfight capability. Like, they need to really burst a hero or two down before it all starts, but that's where the problem is. They have 5 really tough to kill heroes on Radiant now. Monkey has Aegis, DP naturally hard to kill, Timbersaw naturally hard to kill. Phoenix and Clock are 2 strength supports that are just naturally also very tanky. Where does the damage come from?
Yeah, right. And if you go into the Supernova, we've seen how much they struggle to take out the egg.
Yep. On top of that, Void Spirit itemized defensively, so they have even less damage capabilities, same as the Mars, going into Yules as well. I think there have been some, you know, questionable item decisions in this game for sure. Double Yules doesn't really help you fight.
So they have Hookshot available. There it is, immediately on the Mars. Boundless Strike, Cogs push him back.
Easy kill.
Kill on a Rapido. onto the tier 2 mid. Also looking at Yowie.
Monkey King, I believe. Yep, just finishes BKB as well. Even another problem to present them. Deal with this.
They are looking to dive forward. And look at the damage. RR silenced. Dead already. Icarus dive with the Hex. Mid Icarus dive. Decent maneuver, but there's the Supernova going off. They've got the Wukong's command down. Yoey's going to try and survive with the Battle Trance, chasing after Moon. The damage just not enough. They got the kill on the jabs. They get the arena down. The Exorcism was used. Moon getting low. He ends up dead. Yoey's already gone, though. 3 heroes did without buyback on the side of Execration. They'll look over the Mars as well as this Void Spirit, trying to do what he can to get the kill on a Raven. Pops the Aegis. Now inside the Cogs is DJ, Dissimilate, and the kill onto this Clockwork. 3 gone and 2 more to go. If Execration can turn this around, I'd be super impressed. But the Yules is there. Ken in trouble. And RR back into the fight. Primal split. BKB comes out from Raven. Balance strike. Right clicks in. Just needs one more. Melee range. Is it there for the Monkey King? Not just yet. He'll go for the TP out. The BKB lasts enough for him to be successfully away. And Masaros also TPs out.
Yep. Well taken fight by the Dire on their terms. No DP ult. Did they have DP ult?
It was going, yeah.
It was actually going, so they managed to kill him during it. But I believe he activated quite late. I think it was still on cooldown for a little while.
Now watch
see.
as this fight kind of evolves, because it looked like these heroes on Execration were just falling apart. BKB picked up just there for the Troll.
Yep.
Serpent Wards around the Phoenix, and there's the Yules to stop. Ooh, they find BDZ.
Easy pick off.
So we were looking at that replay, but we catch the kill on the BDZ.
Yep. Yeah, as we saw that in the replay also, like the Exorcism came off cooldown halfway through the fight. So that's honestly like the the worst case scenario for a DP. Like you use it halfway through when you're already half health, kind of not sure whether you're gonna win or lose the fight, and he ends up getting bursted. It was a very good effort by Dire. But there were a couple of buybacks involved. The lead is still growing, even though you took that amazing fight. And again, it's just getting harder from this point on out.
So Monkey King close to this Axe.
Yep. Almost Guardian Greaves completed on the Timber. He doesn't even want to bring the mech out, Like he says, nah, I'm going to leave it in my stash until I got the whole Greaves. We don't need that right now. Interesting decision. There's like 3k gold in the stash.
But it's a smoke play from Execration, really trying to turn their fortune. They look over at the Phoenix. The silence is out. Now they've got the egg, but it's immediately killed. Spirit Siphon, Exorcism coming through. They get the kill on the BDZ. They look over at RR. They'll take out the Brewmaster, and now next is Ken. Astral step away, but the balance strike hits from Raven. Dissimilate onto the high ground with the Timber Chain right behind him. Another Astral step. Ken using that whip. Get him a little bit quicker away from Fnatic, but just not quick enough. They've caught up to him, and this is a tough one for Ken to try and get out of. They've got the silence down, the BKB, as well as the Wukongs into the arena. But he's got the BKB. They're going to the Primal Split. They'll look for Masaros. He's getting low, but he's inside the Wukong's command, making this very difficult. Yules into the air. Can they get the kill at least onto the Timber? Yes. Ken finally finishes him. RR dead again. They'll chase after Moon. They'll land the spear onto the Death Prophet. And they've hexed up Moon, and then they've got the kill again.
Yeah, buyback expanded from Brewmaster, but very well worth it. A little bit overchased from the Radiant side. Fnatic was a little bit too eager to kill that Void Spirit, naturally elusive hero. Sometimes you just gotta let them go. Like they were diving like tier 2s, they were chasing for like 20, 25 seconds. Didn't have the abilities off cooldown. It really shows. If you fight on their terms without your good abilities off cooldown, you are going to lose. 11k means nothing if you're in a weak state.
So, Troll's catching up.
Yep, and he's going into the Basher. Once he gets that Basher, this DP can blow up. But again, the Phoenix died very early into the fight.
His Supernovas have been ambitious.
Yes, yes. But that's the thing, because they get on top of him so easily that he had no other choice but the Supernova. He's going to have his BKB soon. He needs 600 gold to finish that. And the Phoenix with the BKB is going to be a huge problem for the Dire side.
How do you feel about Ag Shard on Shadow Shaman?
Oh, the 4 Serpent Wards?
Yeah, my friends don't really like it.
I think it's alright. It's a little bit overrated in my opinion. I'd rather spend the 1400 gold on the 4-staff or Blink Dagger, especially if I'm a support. I think I can justify it more when I'm a core, because you're going more for like solo plays.
It's
But
also
we can see
helping
there,
to
it's
push,
like,
get some farm.
yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. It's just 1400 gold is a big investment this early into the game.
Yeah,
As a support.
for
And-
sure, for
and
sure.
As a core, I feel you can justify it a little bit more.
I guess maybe the thought process is you're Shadow Shaman, you've got an Aether Lens, your cast range is ridiculous already.
Yeah. But again, it's not an instant initiation. You know, you still gotta walk up. You can't get out of bad situations without the Blink Dagger. It's... I guess everybody has their own preference how they like to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are trying to cut this one back. I mean, it's 9K. They're slowly but surely doing it. And you could see that little peak on the mountain.
Yeah. But the last 2-3 fights have been quite sloppy by Fnatic. Like they weren't grouped up properly. They just keep diving too much, you know.
It's not focused.
They fight without their abilities.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like they're, you know, maybe underestimating the enemy a little bit and what position they're actually in. Execration is not a bad team. You can't afford to you know.
And they've proven that. They've got the servant words around the timber. Now the arena with the spear. Do they have the damage? With Cinder Brew, Yules, silence onto this troll, but Basaros ends up dead to Ken. They do take out that timber, and they get through that armor.
Again, you know, very disconnected suddenly. Why is he there all by himself when no lane is pushing? You can see both middle and bottom are pushing towards the Dire, and they're not defending. The only place they can possibly be is up there. So yeah, they're getting a little bit, you know, disconnected. We'll have to see how they bounce back from that, honestly, because the last 3 fights, and now this as well,
Yeah.
doesn't look like the Fnatic from the early game.
Timber can fall as long as he, you know, they catch him in that situation. He can fall regardless of that, too, but finding him by himself makes it
Much easier.
much easier.
Of course.
So BKB almost finished for the Void Spirit. Finally, Execration doing some dewarding and getting some vision on the Radiant side of the map.
Yep, and Basha also completed on a troll. He is a big threat now. He can actually kill this DP through the BKB.
And if the Abyssal finishes, you're jumping. And I would assume you could jump the Phoenix, make sure that Supernova never gets off.
Yeah, it's a big possibility. With that Abyssal, everything changes.
Yeah. Psychic Headband for both sides.
Yeah. One of the more lackluster items, I feel like. But
I think it's all right. It depends on the hero, right?
yeah, I mean, I like it on Puck, but other than that,
Like, I like it here on the Shadow Shaman.
oh yeah, I guess it
The
does
extra
give 100
cast range is nice.
Yeah, 12% intelligence. That's such a weird ability.
It's weird considering we usually get like plus 100, plus 150. Never.
Yeah.
It's usually not just like
Percentages are interesting in Dota.
yeah.
Oh, troll.
Nope.
Nope. Not going for him.
Thinking about the Primal Spring, but just hops down from the tree. Monkey King also going into a Basher, but Troll closing the gap on that net worth difference. Almost at that Abyssal.
Very quickly. And as the Void Spirit, suddenly almost 2k ahead of the DP.
Yeah, Moon's really fallen off.
Yep.
Well, gold-wise. I think the Exorcism obviously still there. This Roche is important, and Execration have no idea this is going on.
Yeah, I don't know if they have no idea or if they're just fine with the idea of concealing it, but I think they would be able to fight this
Yeah.
if they're...
Good arena.
Yeah, maybe they're actually just not aware.
It could be they're unaware. Maybe they really want to finish that Abyssal in the BKB, and they can, if they think that they've got the ability to fight once they have those items, even with a second life.
Want to force out the BKB here?
Yule's hook shot, and now the Primal Spring, but the BKB comes out from Ken. Maybe looking to turn this. Aether Remnant down, doesn't catch anybody.
Doesn't look
Fnatic
like
in the
it.
triangle still. Meanwhile, Execration, they'll retreat back just a little
BKB
bit.
force though, it's a fresh 10 seconds. Always feels bad to have to use it defensively, but of course, rather use it than die. DP suddenly got this like 2k net worth. Where did that come from? Just like in like half a minute.
By the way, the Brewmaster never finished the Spirit Vessel.
He did not. Also, it's quite useless now because he has like 2 ways of dispelling it. He got the
Yeah.
Yules, he got the Guardian Greaves. Not really value anymore.
Well, you said he was never going to get the goal to get it, and it's just, yeah, you know, and once you do, even if you do, like you said, it's too late.
Yeah. Get the Yules off here, maybe. Doesn't look like it. Not quite in range. Yeah, now we can see that this is a problem if you pick Timbersaw off lane. It's a very strong laner.
Ooh, Yules.
DP here.
This Aether Remnant I don't think is on the line though, but it forces the BKB.
Interesting BKB. He should have seen it's not on the mark, and all his team is behind him. Huh.
Balance Strike actually splits the seams, and now they go after the Shadow Shaman onto the high ground, but BDZ ends up falling. They've got the arena down, but there is the Cyclone onto the Monkey King. I think that messed up the spear coming in from Rapido. They use the Exorcism hookshot onto Yowie, who popped the BKB, maybe thinking about turning, but he knocks out the Cogs, trying to get back into the base, pops the Battle Trance, goes after DJ, but they've got the Yules. They've kited him enough, and will they get the kill on a Yowie? He's starting to get some healing, not enough to survive. Down goes the Troll. They're on top of Ken, who will dissimulate, go to the low ground, Astro step back towards base. This Exorcism, now they need to go for the tier 2 tower. They're into the base, and the tier 2 is still standing.
Yeah, they're very divey this game. Fnatic is out for blood. Don't know why. Maybe they had a bad breakfast experience or something. But they just want to murder them, absolutely.
Double silence. Ooh, triple silence. That hit everybody.
DP ult off cooldown.
Mules again. BKB from Rapido. There's the Hex as well as the Spear. Timber's going to be hard to kill once again. They've got the Wukong's command down, but there's the Shackle. It takes out Masaros. RR is dropped. Buyback from the Troll. So now they're going to try and make something happen. They'll go after Raven. Yowie leading the charge, going after Raven. The bash is coming through. The right clicks are in. They've got the Serpent Wards, but there's the Supernova out of the backgrounds with Balance Strike coming out from Raven. They pop the Aegis, but they will lose Rapido. Ken, as well as Yowie, looking for their opportunity to jump back in. They've got the Serpent Wards down, as well as the Hex coming out from the Shadow Shaman. The bash is coming through from Yowie, and enough damage to get a kill. Guardian Greaves or die. 85 seconds without buyback for this Monkey King. Can they? Oh my god, the cast range! That is absurd. The shackles are on. The Aether Remnant's there, but Moon's still not dead. They've got the Hex. Masaros trying to chase back BDZ. Chakra right on top of him, as well as the Timber Chain. They get the kill on a Moon. They'll look over now at Masaros, who gets the kill on a BDZ with a Chakra pull back in. But the bash is from Yowie. This buyback is worth it. He'll try to get the kill on the Timber. He's all by himself and gone. 4 heroes dead on the side of Fnatic, and Execration. It counts as a hold. They bought back on the Troll, but when you get 4 heroes and you stop them like that, it is well worth it in the end.
And also buyback, of course, by the Timber. He had a dieback. Again, why was he there at the tier 4 towers? What is Fnatic doing? Just get the buildings, you know? Like, you don't need to dive base. Your job is to kill the barracks, get an advantage, build upon that advantage, but they just keep diving, and Execration is punishing them heavily for it. Also, DP had plenty of time to use the cheese or his BKB. Did neither and just died. The fight could have easily turned around. Here we see it again how it all started. Timbersaw feeling very strong. But why are you here? You know, it's too much.
Trickling in before his team comes over, and yeah, Shackles from just outside the Wukong's command from BDZ. Masaros is dead, RR is gone, dead for 40 seconds. I mean, that's how long this fight lasts, that he was back into it a second time without buyback.
Premature BKB from the Monkey as well. Aegis pops, he has no Wukong, he has no Aegis. Phoenix already used the Supernova as well, expended, and they just run in, kill the Troll. No counterplay to this.
I will say that that does give you a win condition, though.
It does.
Troll used his buyback. That could be massive.
Smoke
but
up.
If they can hold towards Roche, that would be good. Smoke gets broken. Silence onto 2. They hit the Yules. Oh, the Abyssal! Mid-Icarus dive. The BKB's been popped by Jabs. They've got the Wukong's command down. Moon going in with the Exorcism once again. This is a fight that Execration need to retreat from. It's not the initiation that they wanted. RR getting low in that Earth Panda, and he is dead for 45. They've caught the Mars, and now the hookshot with the BKB popped as he lands. Cogs are down. TP attempt. Can he get away? Yes, he can. Raven with that basher. No chance to stop the TP. Doesn't get there in time, so Rapido leaves. They lose the Brew of RR. That's Exorcism down, though. Wukong's gone.
And Brewmaster up in 20.
Yeah, Brewmaster's up. He just doesn't have the Primal Split.
Whoa, that was close. They were about to find a good initiation here on the Monkey King. Makes it out just in time. I'm actually surprised that DP did not chase after the Troll, who had BKB expended. Because I think they could have killed the Troll there and get the finish. Because if Troll dies, the game is over. And he definitely has the movement speed to chase him. He chose to kill the Brewmaster instead, which I don't think is worth. But we'll see if they goes back to bite them or not.
Aether Remnant pulls him up onto the cliff, forces him to
TP out.
TP. Abyssal finished on the Monkey King.
Yeah.
But you're definitely feeling the pressure if you're Fnatic. Again, it's been close to this lead the last 20 minutes or so.
The lead
but
is just going down, not up.
Yeah. I mean, the lead's been at this 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, you see it there. It doesn't feel like it's such a big lead. Like, Execration have the tools, despite being down so much.
They definitely have the tools, and also Fnatic is making it quite easy for them because they just keep diving so deep every time they fight. They really just need to focus and hit the buildings. You know, whoever's the shot caller needs to calm the team down. Focus the buildings, guys.
Oh, look at where Moon is.
Yep, no
Rapido
exorcism.
far forward, balanced strike, Chakram. Now the silence rules up into the air, looking for the Wukongs. Now they need to try and get out, but they've got the Abyssal Blade. He's in the center of the ring, but escapes. At least for now. Hook shot in, perfectly placed by DJ, and Rapido is gone. He does have buyback. He dropped down the arena, so that keeps them close for now. Astro step across on 3, but they've got the heroes. The Abyssal Blade comes in onto the Timber Saw. Is it going to be enough to get the kill? They've got the Sunray on these heroes with BKBs being popped around the horn by Fnatic. They have the Shackle as well as the Serpent Wards that's around the Timber Saw. They're still trying to focus him. Yo, he's dead! 2 minutes gone. Supernova goes off. They look over the Void Spirit who's stunned on the high ground. Spirit Siphon is on top of the Void Spirit as well as the Chakram. They've slowed him down. They got the kill. They've got buybacks available on Brewmaster as well as the Void Spirit, but they're going to lose BDZ potentially. Sunray on him. Abyssal used by Raven, and they get the kill onto the Shadow Shaman once again. Rapido, he bought back into this fight. He's trying to run from all these heroes on the side of Fnatic. They bought back on the Phoenix. They got the kill onto the Clockwork, but the balance strike hits onto 2 heroes. BDZ as well as Rapido. Rapido gone for 100 seconds. He's got no buyback now as he already bought back early in this fight, but they got the silence out on Abysaros. It's just not enough damage with the Astral Steps. Backdoor protection is there, so they can't get these racks just yet. Shackle from a distance, lays down 4 Serpent Wards, level 24 for Raven, and just trying to stand his ground with Moon using that Exorcism and Abysaros right in front of him. They'll use the Sunray to heal up. Ken goes forward, silences all 3, Astral Step. They'll get at least 1 set of racks here, but now, will this Void Spirit get out? Abyssal Blade is used once again. The damage coming through the Ether Shock's not going to be enough of a deterrent, but the Balance Strike comes in. They get the kill to Cannon. He's going to be dead for a minute 20. This could be the beginnings of the end. They've got the Exorcism rolling. They could go towards the tier 4s instead of going for the side racks and the tier 3s. With no Troll, no Mars, and no Void Spirit, this is a hard hold for them to get, but they've got the glyphs to buy some time. The question is it enough time? But Exorcism running out. Raven and Abysaros standing forward, looking for the tier 4s. They'll get at least 1. The commitment's still there as they are far forward, and RR and BDZ are the only ones who can hold. The hookshot comes in with a balance strike. They'll get the kill to the Shadow Shaman as he gets out of the cogs, but ends up falling, and now it's just 1v5 and looking like the end. This is all that they wrote for Execration. They'll call GG. Fnatic will take game 1. And it's a close one, but at the end of the day, Fnatic pull through when they finally put all of their tools together.
Yep, last team fight was very clean, good egg, good Wukongs on the Mars, bought back immediately, but what really set the fight off was just the perfectly placed egg. They couldn't fight into it, and you know, they trickle in 1 by 1 with the buybacks, but without a troll, no chance.
Yeah, and it was a quick kill onto the troll at the end that made it, you know, crumble and fall down all the way through.
Honestly though, Fnatic, you know, it looked very close, but I really feel like it's just, you know, purely on Fnatic. They had such a big lead, but they just kept diving and diving. It felt more like they're having fun playing with their prey, you know, like they were in control pretty much all the time, but it almost backfired. So they need to actually, you know, we know DPC, you get 1 chance against every team. You need to use it. You can't just be playing with your food, you know. You need to be absolutely serious at all times.
Yeah, you need to make sure that you finish it off, get the victory, and move on to the next match. We'll hear what the panelists have to say about game 1. Nomad, take it away.
Thank you very much, Beakup and Black. Yep, Daddy Black being the voice of discipline and reason, just as a good father does, and saying no messing around, no diving. You have to make sure that you are on the ball at any given opportunity, and Fnatic nearly dropping that ball, giving the chance to Execration to maybe come back into it. But in the end, they hold fast, they stick together, and just through sheer team fight and willpower, they take this game 1.
This game should not be as close as it was. Like, Fnatic just diving, making a lot of mistakes. I actually, while I was watching the game, I was like, if I was a captain of this team, you know, I would probably say, like, we need to stop. Like, someone needs to say something. Someone needs to be the voice of the reason, because it could easily backfire. Execration's lineup was really, really good. I think this is the first fight that we're seeing right now that is actually a full team wipe. Not the best eggs throughout the whole. This eggs were good, but throughout the whole game, it wasn't that easy. Also playing into troll could be a bit tricky, but yeah, Fnatic just seems like, at least from the game one, like a better team. But I do not want to see this happen. You know, this is something that was happening in 2013, and people stopped doing that. Just purely overextending. I do not want to see that from a top-tier team.
Is it okay? So now the question is: are they playing with their food? Is that what it is? Having a little bit of fun, or is there some angst, and they're just trying to punish Execration? Because there are two things: you're overly aggressive either to prove a point, or you're overly aggressive to have some fun, right? It's one or the other. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one of those two it was here, but like Lacoste, like Black have said, it's a slippery